Welcome to another episode of Wogger's World. Today we're going to install the rear attic system in Jeep JLU using these guys from Amazon, 15 by 15. They stretch out quite a bit. I already installed the front one based on another guy's YouTube video, which was very helpful, and I'll show you what items he suggested getting that I did use, and I wanted to do that in the back as well. I do have LED lighting above there, so that's kind of a downer, but I think that will actually do pretty good anyway. Still illuminate kind of around the area, but I have two strips back there, so I think I'll be okay. Anywho, I do have 1,000 wire ties that I got on Amazon too, 8-inch, typical size that I use. You buy them at like Home Depot and you pay, I don't know, as much for a tenth of the quantity, so go get them on Amazon. Anyway, let's head on out there and check it out. There's the system in the front, or passenger seat, above the passenger seat, but I'm wanting to put some back there too. I'll try to remember to put a link to that guy's video that I watched and got this idea, but these things are really good. You see how they stretch around and we can catch on to them. I didn't understand why he used wire ties, but those things are super tight on that bar, so wire ties makes it a lot easier. And with here, I had some big wire ties I used on the roll bar up front. What I plan on doing here is tying into these, since they're already here for the front, for the forward attic, and tie into here. I'm gonna tie into these guys. This is my inner skeleton system for the roof rack. So I have all these holes. Looking at doing a video with my LED lighting, which is what I was talking about. Up here is an LED strip, but I also have one right along the back here, so turn that on. And it can be all different colors as well, but I'll show you how I did that in another video. So I'm gonna go grab the supplies and then we'll get started on this project. As I mentioned, I'll attach those bungee cord things, and then on the ends attach there, but up here is another story. This surface here is actually an inner liner of fiberglass, so it's hollow behind here, so I wouldn't be, if I were to drill in here, I wouldn't be drilling through to the outside. It's just inner skin, if you will. There's probably, I don't know, 3 inches in between here and the outer one, probably for strength, no less. But this is what the nuts look like. Come square. I just took all these things off because I don't use them. I won't bore you with that process, but they come right off here, like so. And then we can attach them. We'll probably have to put another bungee, maybe not. I can tie into that skeleton. I forget what exactly they call it. Anyway. Now, as far as what to put up here to attach to, I thought since it's going to be a lot of pulling tension that screws might tend to pull out of here. So my thought is drill in there, drill a hole using a rivet gun. So this will create, when this pulls through, this creates like a head on the opposite side of this material, so it won't be able to pull through the hole. And I'm going to use a washer to make this flange a little bigger. Maybe I have to find a different washer, but I did put in a floor goose gear rear flooring system, and if you have put one of those in there, you know that you have to remove all your tie down spots. And I figured I would just reuse these up here and then attach that bungee cord to these guys. That way I don't have to buy any of these things, and they were just laying around my shop anyway, ready to get lost. But that'll look nice because these snap shut, and then it'll be a nice clean look. Looks like I'll have to break this off, but I suppose that keeps them from rotating. But I'm not going to have that problem with this, with what I'm doing, so probably do it like that. Alright, so I got to get a drill to fit this. Drilling up here, and then we'll see how it goes to mounting one. Sound good? So, it'll kind of look like a porcupine. You gotta cut all these off, but as you can see, I've overlapped it by 2 rows there. And then you gotta cut all this off. It uses a lot of wire ties. I mean, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3, 24 of them. Here it is, all trimmed up. Now, if you can find one that's 30 by 15, then just get that, and you won't have to do all this business. But that should, well, the other one stretched across there, so should be good to go. So let's connect this thing up. So I think what I'll do is I'll pick up a couple of these around the corner. Otherwise, if I pick it up right here, it'll get a big bow here of an open area. So if I go around the corner, I think it'd be better. And then pick up 3 or 4 more of these holes along here. And if you don't have this system, I'm not sure exactly what you can attach to, but I'm sure you can figure something out. Sides taken care of. Back's looking pretty good. I do have a light right here too, so even if that one gets covered up with stuff, still have some lighting. And then we got some under here, and that one there. Pretty decent. I think I'm only gonna put 2 anchors in. I'm gonna put one here and another one here. That way it'll be like this, and then I'll have a gap to be able to put stuff up there. I mean, come on. It doesn't work. What's the worst thing that can happen? I'll just have a hole in there, like up here, that you can't see anyways. These are 3/16 rivets, pretty good size, and it takes, I'm gonna drill a 7/32 hole for it to go in. Now, I can just see where to put this without drawing my cable. And the neighbor dick. I keep trying to film this jack wagon on a dirt bike and no helmet keeps riding through our neighborhood. Alright, let's take a look at one of these jobs. So I want it to look decent. I want it to be up fairly high. I think looking at the hole be about right yonder. Oh, what about there? I'm like a little fiberglass dust. Now for the coup de gracie. Way what you do is find your hole, stick it in there, and then use your trusty rivet gun. Find your hole. How's your hole? Make sure I'm on it. And squeeze away. Just like so. Snaps that right off. And there you are. Looks like it was meant to be there. Just like that. How these work is you just keep pulling this through, and it mushrooms up on this side, and then when it gets to can't go anywhere, so then this snaps off. And these are made out of aluminum, so works pretty good. And then you can get this out by something like that. Put your next one in, washer. Find said hole. Oh, forgot to mention that these stock things that come out of the base of your rig have these little tabs on there. You gotta cut that off like that. Just use a razor knife, hack it off of there. Rivet gun. Find the hole. So I'm going blind, and voila. And there you have it. Rear attic. I may end up wanting to put one here, but I kind of like it. You can stuff stuff over there, put stuff through there, and there you go. It's pretty tight. You know, clothing, knickknacks, just lighter stuff that you want to get out of the way and easy to find. I like it. Let's see if it holds up over time. So now I got front and back. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, like, subscribe. There's several other projects I got coming up.